Hello and welcome to the Dice and Dudes and another episode of Dudes Play Kingdom Death Monster. We're working on year 11 today. It is going to be myself, the Dungeon Master David, and
Paul.
It's going to be the two of us today. We're having kind of a weird schedule this week. Tomorrow we will not be having Dungeons and Dragons. I know this has been a long hiatus, but we're actually going to be coming back most likely on the 23rd. There's a lot of real-life events that are happening that I'm not going to talk about because that is their personal business. They can talk about it if they wish. But that's going to be affecting the dudes overall, so we're going to go ahead and we're not going to be having D&D. We're going to have ourselves a little hiatus, which is giving me some time to do some builds and work on some more lore for the world. I've been asked to actually post some of my lore, make some Google Docs that people can read. So I'm going to go ahead and be perpetually working on that.
Until we start getting fan fiction.
Oh, God. But tonight we're going to bring you year 11 of Kingdom Death Monster. Tomorrow, we are either going to be bringing you another episode of Kingdom Death Monster, as we do want to get through the campaign, or we're going to be bringing you something else. That really depends on whether or not we have a couple of special guests who are going to be showing up. If they're going to be showing up, then definitely we will be doing Kingdom Death. I think that's going to go ahead and do it. Remember this, typically Kingdom Death is on Sundays. This coming Sunday, though, is Father's Day, so we will not be having it this coming Sunday. So it'll be the following Tuesday, or the following Monday, actually. The following Monday, we'll be having it, our regular Kingdom Death game then. So look forward to that. I think that's going to go ahead and do it for us tonight. Remember that this content is not for kids. This game is not made for children. We're going to be cussing up a fucking storm and all of that good stuff. So be prepared for that.
Is this the guy with his wang out?
No, that's the other guy. Yeah, that's Oren. Oren has his wang out. He's got a porn star cock and he's super proud of it. So he likes to show off just like, a little bit of male cleavage, like 2-3 inches of male cleavage, it's nice, some, a little bit of neck, nice and tasteful,
Tasteful.
But we're going to go ahead and we may have a long session tonight, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it right now with our settlement phase. And thank you once again for joining us for Kingdom Death Monster. So we are starting tonight, as we always do, with the settlement phase. We already have the settlement phase set up. We're no longer going to be laying out all of the locations and all of the innovations simply because we have too many and you won't be able to see them on camera anyway. We are working on a way that I can upload the Kingdom Death Monster app that I have on my phone that I keep track of all of our information, and you guys will be able to see that. But until I have that worked out, we're just going to have to kind of tell you what information we got.
That's the one I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we got it?
Yeah, we got it.
All right. Okay, so our returning survivors today are Lucretia, Beatrice, Alec, and Dur. Dur,
son of her.
Dur, son of her, will be, we have to give him his honorific. He will be starting on our settlement phase board, so we'll be running him through that, okay? So we've started with setup. We have now finished setup, so now our survivors return. Okay, so now we would erase all of their armor and stuff like that, all of their wounds and everything like that. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. Then we will go ahead and move on to number 3, gaining endeavors. So we're going to gain 5 endeavors. We have 4 returning survivors, and we have cooking, which gives us 1 endeavor as soon as we start the settlement phase. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to update timeline, and there is a lot of stuff happening this year. So Paul, I hope you are ready. We're now in year 11. So first off, we have to have our
grab my ankles?
You probably. Paul,
yes.
Would you do me the favor of cutting that?
Why, yes.
And then draw that top card for me.
Hunted.
Oh, no.
The survivor with the lowest hunt XP.
We have people with none.
Yeah, so...
What about them?
choose in case of a tie. Is convinced a powerful presence is nearby. Roll 1d10.
So it is either Malia or Orin. How about we go with Malia?
Okay.
Because Orin, we're running out of men.
Well, since I'm reading, I'll let you roll.
Okay. Though we are super feminist here and we mainly have our women as badasses, we still need dudes to breed.
Yeah.
So Malia, let's see. Malia, that's a 5.
5. Does the settlement have Song of the Brave?
No, we do not.
Then no. While everyone sleeps, the survivor bursts into an incomprehensible song. The whole settlement awakens in tears. -1 endeavor.
Oof.
Returning survivors get their insanity to 0.
Oh no! Well, that means we have a whole lot of people who no longer have insanity. Like Lucretia's insanity she's no longer insane. Dur, son of Ur, was not insane anyway. Are
you sure we didn't?
Lana, Mabel, Beatrice is no longer insane, and Alec is no longer insane. That hurts actually.
That's
that
right.
Hurts.
We had gotten drums, but we haven't gotten.
We have not got Song
yet.
of the Brave yet, but we are going to innovate this time to hopefully get Song of the Brave.
Right, and maybe we should innovate until we get it.
Alrighty.
Because we got a couple of reasons to get it.
Okay, so that is our settlement event done. Now, something very special happens in year 11. We have a regal visit. It is maybe not a good thing. Let's see. So, regal visit. The hand strides into the settlement. The survivors' thoughts vanish as they fall to their knees, struck dumb by its glorious, incomprehensible presence. Add the hand to the Nemesis encounter list, which I will simply mark the hand.
The hand.
And add the Nemesis encounter the hand level 1 to the timeline 2 years from now. It's already there, so we don't have to do that. The hand begins the inspection. Paul, will you do me the favor of rolling a d10?
7.
All of our problems are your fault, just so you know. The hand rampages through the settlement. Lose any resources in settlement storage, which will be a single broken lantern, iron, and the fresh acanthus we have, and suffer -1 population. Now, we could challenge the hand if we wish. Instead.
Seems like we should challenge the hand.
Now, here's the thing. This is gonna ultimately be your decision and any decision of anybody who's watching, which I don't think we have anybody live right now. It's gonna be ultimately your decision. Remember, if we send 4 people out, we're losing 1 population. We could lose 4 instead.
That's true.
But it is up to you. What do you think we should do?
Should we be cowards? Or should we be brave?
We could literally just let Malia die. We could. And then move on, because we have to fight the hand in 2 years. Do we have to want to fight the hand now? And then have a hunt?
Oof. That's tough.
It is.
So
very,
we fight the
very
hand
tough.
now, and it's with the returning
challenge.
powers?
We're not making that mistake again. It is happening in the special showdown.
Okay.
So it will happen. It will happen at the end of the year. We'll get to do everything. Then we'll fight him. Then we will go back, gaining no endeavors, unless people die. Gaining no endeavors, and then going through again.
Do we have some people that can fight him? Is he tough?
Yes.
Is he tougher than the Kingsman?
Yes. It's a more complicated fight, but it is entirely possible that he is simply going to tip his fedora at us and walk off into the desert. But it's also equally likely that he is going to cut us into tiny little ribbons and then have sex with those ribbons.
You know, I feel that we're not a cowardice people. We never were, and we never will be, regardless of what happens. So we're going to fight the hand.
We're going to fight the hand. Okay. So we are going to fight the hand. So we're going to challenge the hand. Okay. The hand accepts our challenge. We are going to fight him right now. And after the showdown, we're going to heal the returning survivors, then resume the year settlement phase at the update death count step. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish out the rest of this year, or the rest of this settlement phase, and then we will end up fighting him. Now that that's done, we have to do the Hooded Knight. We have to do the Hooded Knight. And then we have to do the Gorm's Climate. So that's why I said there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening this time.
It's like, how many of those battles do we pick?
How many indeed? The Hooded Knight. A stranger emerges from the darkness. If any survivor has the Twilight Sword, they duel the knight. We do not have anybody who has the Twilight Sword. So, he has a mysterious agenda. Would you once again enjoy rolling?
2.
As quickly as he arrived, the Hooded Knight vanishes in a flash of steel and blood. Suffer -2 population. The Hooded Knight leaves with unfinished business and will return later. We could use Malia's reroll.
I think that's good. Did you see that? It rolled off of an 8.
Yes, it did.
It skidded across, and then at the last second, bloop.
So we're going to use Malia's reroll.
5.
The Hooded Knight insists on training the uncouth survivors in martial combat. Up to 2 survivors may spend 3 resources each to learn the Mighty Strike fighting art. At this point, I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
Simply for the fact that we have very few resources this time.
Yeah. And we need them all.
And he is going to return in 4 years.
With unfinished business.
With unfinished business. Alrighty. And now, Gorm Climate. So, if you would be so kind as to roll me and... Did we mix up Gorm Climate again?
Oh, you put it at the bottom.
Okay, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, there is Gorm Climate. Go ahead and give us a roll on Gorm Climate, please.
6.
6. I believe 6 is good. Yes, we have a hovel, so nothing happens. The returning survivors reduce their insanity to 0, which we've already done. They must skip the next hunt to recover from their journey. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We have the hovel. So we get +2 endeavor results at home innovations this year. So we have +2 to our home innovations. So the good news is if we wanted to do some broken bones, which this may be important later. I'm not going to say as to why, but this may be important later. We will have to do...
Do we have anyone with broken bones?
Not yet, but
okay. We did, but I believe he died.
Yes, Joven did have broken bones, but he died before we were able to do anything about that. Sadly.
Yes. All right, so we're done with the timeline.
So we have updated the timeline. We also have Gorm Climate at the end of at the beginning of next year, which is GC. So we're going to have Gorm Climate in year 12 as well, which Gorm Climate has already cost us twice, sadly. Okay, so now we have to decide, moving forward, we don't have a death count, but now we have to check our milestones. Now, we've already looked at the milestone cards for this year. We haven't done anything, but this does give me a chance to do this. So we are actually using pattern cards. Now, we've been forgetting to draw these each time, so I had Sonia draw the 4 that we've gotten randomly. Anytime we reach Insight, which is the first 3, we actually draw from this deck. Now, I only have 6 cards, so we're probably going to get them all very quickly. What these patterns do is they give us the ability to create something different, like the Telcrick ITAC. Okay, this one here requires something very specific. So, for instance, we need to have a cat eye circlet, we need to have golden whiskers, we need to have sinew. Okay, so we'd spin a circlet on a lion tail, so we need the lion tail, until the lens comes free, then invert the lens and replace it in circlet. Then melt the golden whiskers with heat, so we would need heat, which we have, and to form the focal point for beads to hang on the back, and then soak the work in ammonia to provide rigidity and give color. Now, the Telcrick ITAC is actually a very good item that we may want to look at. Same thing for the tempered spear, axe, and dagger. We have all of these as well. Now, The problem is, like the dagger, we don't have a founding stone. So that one's going to be very hard for us to do. The good news is we could make the tempered axe, but we cannot make the tempered spear. It's the only one that we can make. And it's the one that we probably don't want to make right now because we have so many axes. And so few axemen now.
Yeah.
Okay. But these are things that we can look at, that we can try to build as part of our, as part of the whole thing. So the patterns are very interesting. They're very cool. We have a couple of other patterns that we have access to, but we're not going to be able to do any of those today. No. Unless somebody hits Insight level 3, and then we'll pull from there. But we only have 2 cards left in there. We literally just take the top card off and then go from there. Okay. So then we would go ahead and move on to develop. So in developing, we now have only 4 endeavors. We have a lot of resources, and we now have access to the plumery.
The plumery.
Now, with the plumery, we don't have the ability to make most of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is going to take iron, and
we just lost the only iron we had.
Yes.
Oh, wait, did we lose it?
We're challenging him. So we're not losing the iron, but we could technically make one thing of this. If we have, like, the tail feathers, which we do have 3 things of tail feathers, we could actually make the folds, which are the pants, and we could make the phoenix placard, which is the chest. We could make that. Oh, we could also make the helm and the gauntlets. So we do. So these will be very important, which is very nice. We could also make the feather mantle, and we have everything we need to make the feather mantle. It does come with 1 each of the
the blocks
of the affinities, which are going to be very interesting. That you're going to see in the coming fight. I'm going to go ahead and pull out, since he's new, I'm just going to go ahead and pull out everything for him, just so you can see what they do. So, so you can see what those do. Now, before we get too deep into the items that we're going to create, I think we should go ahead and figure out what innovations we're going to do this year. If we're going to do innovations, and what we're going to spend our endeavors on. So this could go very, very badly with him. I mean, very, very badly. But, I mean, we could still have a decent time. We can drink the love juice to force us to have an intimacy event and hope we can roll at least decently on 2 dice.
Yeah. Do we need to?
We could always use people. We are running precariously low on people.
Yeah. I'll give that back for you so I can focus on that. I do like that placard.
Yeah, and the feather mantle is really good too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm insane. I suffer brain damage instead of hits. Like, that's really, really cool. That's really, really cool. Let me go ahead and set those right there. Okay. So we want to have an innovation, right?
Yeah, we should probably just get that taken care of first off.
Okay. So we do have a monster bone. We do have a thing of hide somewhere. Yep, monster hide. We have basic monster hide. We have the monster bone, and we would need an organ. Now we have muculent droppings, so we could use one of those, or we could use this one that could be anything. I like saving these just because it's nice to have anything, but if you think that's best, we'll do that.
Well, unless we're going to use the muculent droppings for anything right now.
And with the plumery, I don't know if there's anything for muculent droppings that we want. The feather shield requires muculent droppings, but only 1, and we do have 2.
Yeah, so.
And the feather shield could be very nice. It may be nice to have a second shield out there. Let's see. What does the feather shield do? Reduce any suffered brain damage by 1 to a minimum of 1. And it's got block 1.
Yeah. Well, probably when we start coming against ones that deal more than 1 brain damage.
That's happening now. Now that we're going after level 2 stuff, that's happening now. Okay, so...
But anyway, let's innovate.
So we want to innovate, so you want to use one of the muculent droppings?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these where they need to go. I have an empty thing here that I'm now using for whenever we do that.
And I guess I should grab this and cut it. Or have you...
It's already been shuffled and cut, but we're going to go ahead and do the top 4. If you want to shuffle it, you may go ahead and shuffle it.
I'll just do a cut on it. So we got storytelling, which is kind of important. Bloodletting. That one's been important before. Albedo. And Song of the Brave.
Nice. Okay.
So I know what we're getting.
So I'm glad you cut it.
Right? Oh man, I do like this other stuff, but we do need Song of the Brave.
We could always try to innovate again if we really want to, but I mean, that's up to you. I guess that means we're going to be hunting the Gorm.
Yeah.
Okay. So Song of the Brave it is. Where the survivors lift their voices up into the darkness. On arrival, each non-deaf survivor may remove one negative attribute token, which is nice. And actually, I need to pull this down there. Okay. And then during the Overwhelming Darkness story event, each non-deaf survivor may select the Path of the Brave. So we can always select the Path of the Brave.
Oh, nice.
Which is very, very nice.
Yeah.
So we're innovating Song of the Brave. Song of the Brave, do you have anything that I need to add? I don't believe you do. Yes, we need to add Saga.
Is that this one here?
Yep, that is that one there. I will grab that for you real quick. Okay, so that is one of our endeavors. What would you like to do with our next endeavor?
I'm kind of thinking maybe we should innovate again because we did kind of not innovate for a while.
Yeah, we didn't innovate for a little bit.
And then after that, we should...
What am I looking for again? Saga. A telling of the settlement survival set a soft rhythmic beating of drums. All newborn survivors get +2 courage, +2 understanding, +2 hunt XP. So that will go into this right here, and we will shuffle it up.
Yeah.
So we want to innovate again?
I think so.
Okay. So what would you like? We need
I always go tech savvy.
We need a hide, we need a bone, and we need an organ. I'd like to hold on to the love juice if at all possible.
Yeah, I agree.
If you read the rainbow droppings, if we consume it, we get +1 permanent speed if we roll the right thing. But if we roll the wrong thing, we die instantly. So we could use that just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I hate rolling right now because dice do not like me at all.
So we needed that. We needed a hide and a bone, you said, right?
Yep.
Well, it's a shame that the only bone in here is a dense bone.
Yeah, and the Gorm has a dense bone. Let's see what the Gorm needs the dense bone for. And because we're going to be going after him again. For the dense bone, that's the greater Gax. Yeah.
Which we have that already. So.
We do have that already. But the Riot Mace needs 1, 2. And then the Gax, the regular Gax needs it too.
Yeah. What's that? Black sword.
The Black Sword needs a Gormite and a handed skull. So the Gormite, I believe the only way that we can get that is with the Gormicist. So we literally have to have this.
I guess the tail feathers.
Okay. Alrighty, so those 3 are gone. I will.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are innovating again. We have shuffled up. We're going to reveal the top 4.
Bloodletting again. Scrap smelting.
Very nice. Clan of Death. +1 accuracy, +1 strength, +1 evasion to all newborn survivors from now on. And Nightmare Training. So, we got to make a big choice here. Nightmare Training is great. We lose 3 survivor, but we roll a d10. We roll a 1, we die. But we could gain a weapon proficiency level or a permanent accuracy or strength. Bloodletting can be nice. Simply for the fact that you can gain some understanding, you can gain insanity, you can become a syncophobe, and then cured, you gain +6 insanity, and you can remove a warp pelvis or intestinal prolapse. Scrap smelting, we can build the blacksmith from there, and then we can spend 3 scrap to add 1 iron. This is how we can create a lot more iron. And we're going to need iron if we're going to use the Phoenix stuff, as you saw.
Yeah. Man.
And Clan of Death is nice, but we don't have too many newborn survivors.
We're not really having survivors right now. Because of, reasons.
Yep.
So I think blacksmith or the scrap smelting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go with scrap smelting then. Alrighty. So scrap smelting, do you lead to anything? I don't think you do. Nope, you are the end of the line, scrap smelting, so we do not add any consequences to the innovation deck. And we now have scrap smelting. Let me write that down.
And then we need in order to build the blacksmith, we need 6 bone and 3 scrap. Damn.
Yep. So we tend to get a lot of bone. We've been getting a lot of bone lately. This is the first time we haven't gotten a whole lot of bone. And we're going to be hunting the Gorm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we still have 2 endeavors left. We could do some shared experience again.
We could.
There's anybody else have anything here? We could do a special innovate. So the next time I have the Gormicus innovation, 1 time strange resource and 1 time Gorm brain, but we need to get the other innovation for that. Which actually the albedo should have been in that. Never mind. It's okay. It all worked out. We can make leather. If we don't want to use the Phoenix side, we could turn it into leather. You see how good the leather set is.
Yeah.
No. We could smelt some scrap to gain scrap smelting, but we already have scrap smelting, so I don't need to worry about that. And then harvest. Spending a number of monster resources, draw an equal number of basic resources. If we want to try our luck at that, we could get a lot more bone that way. Plumery doesn't have anything. Lantern Hold, of course, has shared experience. And then the Organ Grinder, of course, has augury, so we could try to have an intimacy event. So we don't have a whole lot. We could...
Do we get a bonus right now on the baby making thing? Since that's a home innovation, or no?
No, because that's not an innovation. Like that's a bad. Yeah. That's like the bad
endeavor. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's because is it not a home endeavor?
Because it's not an endeavor.
Okay.
It's its own thing. I'm pretty sure we don't. If I'm wrong, let me do a quick Google search on that real fast. Let me make sure I'm not wrong on that.
Because that kind of would make sense.
It does.
You know, we might as well use the Gorm climate to our benefit at the end, before we get rid of it.
Let's see.
Gain 1 insanity. They have a shattered jaw.
Well, yeah, because then they're trying to talk and you're just like, let's see. I don't think it affects it.
Oh.
Yep, because it is not, at that point, it's no longer an innovation or it's no longer an endeavor. It is an event. So it would not affect it.
Okay.
All right, so what are we going to do?
Well, so basically what you're saying is we don't have a bonus to that. So maybe we still shouldn't make children yet.
We have the love juice, so we could try.
It'll make trying easier, yeah, but...
And then we do have
you
stuff
saw
to build.
You saw what happened when we got a bonus to
oh yeah,
making babies. And I think maybe that's what we need to wait for.
So you think we need to wait for that?
Yeah, at least this year.
So is there anything that we want to make that we currently can then? So do we just want to do some shared experience?
I think so. Some shared experience. Do we
want to take a new person in on this fight?
Well, I was gonna say, before we do that, do we want to?
Do we want to use that?
Do we? Yeah, that's a question.
Because we could technically make the no, that's small
the feather
feathers, so
shield.
we could not make the feather shield. It's
Okay.
tail. We have tail feathers, so we could make any one of these items. We could make the chest, which would be nice. That chest would be very, very nice. It would use up a leather, which means one of these would have to go to making leather because we don't have any excess leather.
Yeah. And we do have an organ.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have iron.
Yep.
I think... oh, no, it wouldn't need an organ. It just needs iron.
It needs iron, leather, tail feather, and hide. So we'd literally have to spend an endeavor to turn the other tail feather into hide.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, turn the other tail feather into leather. So then we have the tail feather, the leather, and then we'd have to use this as hide, but we can make the chest.
And do we have someone that would basically, an idea of someone who would go on already?
Well, the thing is, we currently have 3 full sets of gear, but one person's always left out. And that other person just has the rawhide chest,
That's true.
maybe we give them something better on their chest.
Yeah.
Because we have some pretty decent helms. They could have the Screaming Helm, and then the Phoenix chest could be really nice.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
And then the last one we'll use to give someone some
we're going to
XP.
have to use an Endeavor to use leather. So all of this and the iron is all going to be gone. That is all gone.
Yeah. Actually, you need Oregon too, wouldn't you?
No.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was thinking a different one.
And you guys go away, and then you guys go away. Okay, so we still have the Love Juice and the Fresh Acanthus. We have 2 Broken Lanterns, we have Muculent Droppings, and we have Pustules. The aroma is tempting on the Pustules. That is probably with cooking. That is probably with cooking. I think at this point, with our last endeavor, we should probably do a level of hunt experience on somebody.
Yes.
I'm thinking probably Alec.
Yeah.
And then we have to decide what his weapon proficiency is going to be.
What are we lacking right now?
Okay, so for weapon, we have Fist and Tooth, which is Saren, which is bad that we didn't start with her. Next time we know to start with her. Then we have 2 axes, we have 1 dagger, we have 1 bow, 1 sword, another axe, so 2 axes, 2 bows, 3 bows.
Probably, do we want someone to use the spear?
We actually had him with the spear before. If we count, oh no, he does have the spear because he lost it.
Why did he lose it?
Remember, he forgot.
Oh.
Yeah, he forgot all of his training. So do we want to give him the spear again?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to use his second level on him, but he gets to age again, which is nice because Alec has already aged before. So go ahead and roll me 2d10 and add them together, please.
Roll good. 10.
Okay, he is going to gain... You said 10?
Yes.
1 random fighting art.
Where are the fighting arts?
We will have to shuffle those. Yeah, well, we will have to shuffle those.
Okay. Oop.
So he does have spear now.
Nice if you got something, like a good fighting art.
Actually, he has acid palms. We could give him Fist and Tooth.
We could, actually. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, fist and... Yeah. We'll find someone else a spear, but we've got enough weapons out there that we don't need someone to use the spear.
Like, we have the other person with the bow that we don't need. We don't need Malia to have a bow, to be perfectly... Like, she inherited that from her mom, but we don't need 3 bows. I'm going to erase that.
Okay. Sneak attack.
Okay.
When you attack a monster from a blind spot, gain +4 strength for that attack. That's actually pretty good with the Fist and Tooth right now.
Yep. Sneak attack +4 strength in blind spot. Very nice. Okay, so I'm liking Alec. Alec is looking pretty good right now. Alec is looking pretty good. Okay, so our last endeavor is gone. That is sharing experience with Alec, and I want to make sure that we don't have to roll anything for that. I'm pretty sure we don't, but I want to make sure. Don't want to be making things too easy on us.
Yeah.
Nope. Just gain +100 XP as long as they have 2 more, which, Lucy has way more. Okay, so we are going to have a fight against the hand. You ready for this?
Might as well.
Okay.
Shall we send our best people
here,
out?
let me do this. I'm going to put this on top, and then put that in the top left. Oh, drums is there too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move this off to the side. Let's move this to the side. Okay, so what do we want to do right now? Who do we want to send out? Do we want to really try to beat this guy, or do we just want to try to survive?
Oh, I think we should try and beat this guy.
Okay, so here's my big question. Do we take Lucy, or do we keep her back because Lucy is a badass, but at the same token... Lucy she's a badass. If she survives, she's going to hit the next level of age, and she'll be almost a Dagger Master.
I think
we take her?
We take her.
Okay, so we're going to take Lucy. So I'll take Lucy. Do you want to take your Dur?
I'll take Dur.
Okay, there's your Dur. Oh no, Dur has to skip the next hunt.
Oh, does this count as that?
Yep.
Okay.
So, we should take Beatrice. I mean, Beatrice is a badass. Mabel is great with the bow.
Yeah.
Then we have Lucretia is also really good with the bow.
Ooh.
She's really good with the bow. She's high up there. But remember, her speed is permanently 4. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, so we wouldn't have given that No. I would say not using Lucretia. We should have healed her broken ribs.
Oh.
We forgot she had broken ribs. Okay, so not Lucretia. So if we want to use an archer, we want to use Mabel. And then we have Lana. We have Malia, who Lana is blotted out. But she's Rhythm Chaser. We need to pick her weapon proficiency, but she has weapon proficiency now. And yep, she got Rhythm Chaser. So then we have Malia, who has no experience. We have Alec. If you want to take Alec.
Yeah. Alec seems like a good idea.
He has 2 strength plus 1d10 strength with his hands. So he could conceivably just like... Yeah.
Plus 4 if it's behind.
Yes. So, I mean, that could be really good there.
I think Alan and...
Okay, so I'm going to take Lucy, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and... Who would you like to take? You want to take Beatrice? Do you want to take Mabel? I think I want to take someone who we're not going to be super bummed about losing this time. So I think I'm going to take...
I think we need to have a range, so that's going to be Mabel. I'll go ahead and take Mabel.
Okay, you're going to take Mabel. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take... I'm going to take Lana, and I'm going to give her spear proficiency.
Oh, hey, did you pull out that armor we just made?
Oh, no, let me pull that out real fast. That is 4 armor to the chest, and if you're insane, you ignore the first hit, and each round and suffer 1 brain damage instead.
Yeah, if you have those 3.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to put all of that stuff up there. Okay, so we have Lucy. We have... you're taking Mabel, so I'm going to take Beatrice. Okay. And we have Alec. Oh, no, I was taking Lana. I'm sorry, I was taking Lana. Yeah. So that way, if anybody has to die, she can die, and hopefully it's her and nobody else. You know, we still don't have dash. I'd say as soon as we innovate and get dash, we should take it.
Yeah,
because dash is very nice.
Do you have that tape?
Yes, I'm gonna hand you that tape because I'm gonna need it myself as well here in just a moment. Because I'm gonna have to tape up mine too. Haha.
Okay, first Martian.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it first, and then I shall do it.
Oh, that's where Codenames was. I was wondering where that went. I was like, I know I have it.
Oh, okay, cool. That'll work for that one. Oh, no.
Okay. All right. So we got that, and we got that. All right. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I was sticking on my fingers.
No worries at all. Sorry, everybody, but we got to do this because this makes it... It's much easier to do this playing 2 characters than anything else. Okay. So, let me go ahead and grab our stuff here. So, we have... Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, Lana, spear.
Nice.
Obviously, right?
Yep.
Then Lucy. And then, who do you have?
Alec and Mabel.
Okay, Mabel and Alec. You have the literal... You have both of the Twilight Sword people this time, that's just cool. Oh, and sorry, I also need to go ahead and grab him, the Kingsman. I'm sorry, the hand. Excuse me. The hand. Alrighty. So, this is going to be all sorts of fun on the bun. So, we are going to have a longer session because we have this and then we have our hunt too.
Wow.
Yep. Hey, you chose. I let you choose it. Okay. Kingsman, nope. The hand. Okay.
Hopefully we can...
Okay. There once was an MTT that knew everything, but never spoke. For every secret that escaped, it became weaker, and its enemies stronger. The instinct of the hand is the penalty. The hand will point at a random survivor. They must roll on the table. If you roll a 1, you die. If you roll a 2 or better, it breaks your ribs. If you have no survival. If you have no survival, you die. But if you break your ribs, then you lose all of your survival, and it breaks your ribs. So it has two ways to kill you. Like, he can easily kill us very, very quickly, so we need to be very, very careful with that. Okay, so I kind of figured you were going to say yes to kill him. So I'm going to randomly remove one of his bees. Okay, so because all we're using is his bee deck. And we're using this. And we're using these. All right.
The B deck's better, right?
Well, sure. So we have Impossible Eyes / Respect. We have Applause. We have Ghost Step. And this one has to be put at the start of the showdown. Place this card on the bottom of the AI deck. So let me shuffle the AI deck. Applause. Okay. And then this is going to be very important. We need these. And we each need one of these.
Oh, what have I done?
What have you done? That is the question I would like to ask.
We need to gear ourselves.
Okay. So he is going to start here.
Do we get to gear ourselves up or no?
We need to, yes. Go ahead. I'm going to set up terrain real fast. Go ahead and grab terrain. Or hand me the terrain. I'll do that real quick. So start figuring out which items you want.
Okay.
With your stuff. So we need a giant stone face. We need 3 stone columns. And then we need a random piece of gear. Or random terrain. And the random terrain is going to be debris.
Okay, so he uses that, but cat butt got bow for her.
So the giant stone face has to be there. Okay, and then
does someone have Rhythm Chaser?
So this will have to be adjacent to any board edge. We'll put that close to us. We have a Rhythm Chaser, I believe, with me. I think my girl's Rhythm Chaser. Yes, Lana is Rhythm Chaser.
Okay, in that case, she should have the Whisker Harp.
Yes, she will need the Whisker Harp.
Okay. Let's see here. I forget what the Defender and Vengeance do. No insanity on either of these people, so it don't matter.
Oh, and I'm going to give us some of these tokens here because we're going to need some for affinities. Just so you know, I will get to that in a second. Sorry, guys. This just takes a little bit of setup. But, Paul, how have you been lately?
I've been alright. How about yourself?
Not too awful bad, I have to say. Paul, we do have to set up these guys at least 4 spaces away from all of the terrain. You like that one right there?
Yes.
Do you like that one right there?
Yeah.
Do you like that one right there?
That sounds good. Man, I am just completely confused at,
Okay.
We'll give her some rawhide armor. Hopefully she's not going to be hit because she's going to be doing the bow thingy.
Okay. So, let's focus real quick on getting our stuff done here. So, with anybody watching us? Not really. Okay, so Lucy, I think Lucy should take the leather armor.
Okay.
Simply for the fact that we want Lucy to survive.
Okay.
We really want her to survive.
Yeah.
She is our oldest one, so that would really help. Lana is the least, so do you want to use the Phoenix placard because you are insane?
I don't have a person who's insane, actually.
You don't. Okay, so Lucy's the only one that's insane, but we want Lucy to have the leather, right? Or do we just want her to ignore the first hit each round?
Well, is she gonna go it? Yeah, I'm like, that's actually pretty good. You know, if she gets hit a lot, she can just ignore it.
Yeah. The thing is, with the leather, we can prevent her from getting hit, but
yeah. What is this here? What does the full set of rawhide do? I forget.
It gives you +1 to all hit locations, and then you roll a d10 whenever you spend a survival. On a 10, you don't lose survival.
Right. Okay. And then I think this girl gets +1 survival if she picks people up. Anyway.
They get +1 survival.
Oh, they okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then there you go. That's even better. Okay. In that case, what do we want Alec to wear?
I would say Alec should probably wear the full set of, unless you want Alec to have the ram's head and the phoenix placard, but he's not. So basically,
he's not insane.
And we'd have to unlock each one of these to make it to use it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly pretty easy. But do we just want to say nuts to that? Just use the 4 chest on somebody?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, what weapons do you use? A bow and a fist and tooth?
Yeah, fist and tooth.
Why don't we give the fist and tooth guy a shield?
Okay, shield. Okay. We can give him a weapon, you know, just in case. Do we want to give him maybe a ranged weapon?
So Lucy's going to be gold.
That actually seems like a good idea. Bone darts.
Yep, give him a ranged weapon. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay, but haven't figured out what armor to give him.
She's going to need a... Okay, so let's go ahead and give her... okay.
I put rawhide on her unless we feel like changing.
No, rawhide's great. Let's do the big thing with him. Okay. So let's give you that. We're going to give the scrap dagger to her, obviously. The king's spear to her, obviously. We're going to do that for her. And then evasion should be for the fist and tooth guy. She's going to have bone earrings, obviously. No one else can have bone earrings just because nobody else is insane.
Yep.
And I mean, take it just in case.
Yeah, but that's...
I mean, if you have the space for it. Cat Eye Circlet should be taken.
But this is only at the start of the showdown.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's useless if you're not insane.
And then the lion headdress should go to somebody good. We have another rawhide set that we can use for her, which would be good. You didn't take the girl with the Lovelorn Rock, right?
No, I did not.
Okay.
So he needs another green slot right here to unlock this while he's not insane.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does not matter because he's not insane. We don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's go to give him the lion headdress to give him another 1 to his head. Let's give him the cat eye circlet so that way he has multiple things he can do. Now I want to check her out and see what she's doing. Okay, she is doing that. And then she is going to do that. She's going to have the bone earrings. And then this girl over here is going to have this. That's good there. That's good there. And then there and there. So, do we have anything else that we want to take with us? Greater Gax? No. The Twilight Heavy Cloak is good for head, but everybody's head is good for now.
Yeah,
cloth
maybe some
armor's
cloth.
good.
Or
nah, because cloth is waist. And we all have waist armor.
No, he doesn't have any waist.
Then take it. Yeah,
he also doesn't have any feet either.
Doesn't have any feet? Okay, hopefully you don't get hit in your feet. Just really hope you don't get hit in your feet.
I think you just passed over one, though.
No, we have...
Near the end.
Bam, bam. Rawhide vest.
Oh,
yeah, we need to make... We could have made more, but we used that for other stuff. That's okay. We made the chest instead, and that chest is going to work out, because that chest is going to save your life. Just watch. I know it's going to happen, because if it doesn't, I'm going to cry.
Right.
And no one wants to see a grown man cry. Okay.
Now, it's like if we only had that one green...
So, if you look here at your polarized aura, Survivor has the same number of red, green, and blue affinities. They have a white aura. If a Survivor has more affinities of any color than their aura is that color, Survivor may have at most 2 colors. So, she has 1, 2, so she is white. I will have to find a white one. I believe there's a white one somewhere. Yes. So she is white. I'm going to leave that there. She has 1, 2. So she is green. What about you?
Okay, she has blue and red.
Just 1 and 1?
Yeah,
So
and
you
he
are white.
also has blue and red.
Just 1?
Yeah.
Yep, so you are also white. Okay, so it looks like we are all white.
Well, hold on. If Soraya has the same number of red, green, and blue affinities, they have a white aura. But that's not the case for that. For either of these.
Okay, so we actually have blue and red on these. Okay, so blue and red for them, blue and red for this one, and